Your brain runs a cleaning cycle every night, a biological system that flushes out toxic waste, the same waste scientists now link directly to Alzheimer's disease. And 1 in 3 adults is interrupting that cycle. Every single night. This is what actually happens inside your brain when you don't sleep. In 2013, a neuroscientist named Maiken Nedergaard published a study in the journal Science that rewrote what we thought we knew about sleep. Her team at the University of Rochester had discovered something in the brain that no one had documented before. They called it the glymphatic system. Here's how it works. While you're awake, your brain is working constantly, processing information, making decisions, keeping your body running. That activity produces metabolic waste, proteins, toxins, cellular debris. During deep sleep, something remarkable happens. The spaces between your brain cells expand by up to 60%. Cerebrospinal fluid rushes through these channels and physically flushes the waste out, like a pressure washer cleaning a drain. The most important waste product it removes is called amyloid beta. Amyloid beta is the protein that forms the plaques found in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. It builds up naturally during waking hours. Sleep is the only mechanism your brain has to clear it. Miss sleep. Amyloid accumulates. This is not a theory. In 2017, researchers at the National Institutes of Health confirmed it in human subjects using MRI. Just 1 night of sleep deprivation measurably increased amyloid buildup in the brain. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. The CDC classifies insufficient sleep as a public health epidemic. 1 in 3 American adults regularly sleeps less than 7 hours. Globally, the World Health Organization estimates sleep deprivation costs developed nations up to 3% of their GDP annually, through lost productivity, medical costs, and accidents. But the number that should concern you most isn't about the economy. Research by sleep scientist Matthew Walker at UC Berkeley found that after 17 hours of being awake, your cognitive performance is equivalent to a blood alcohol level of 0.05%. After 24 hours awake, 0.10%. That's legally drunk in every US state. Most people doing this are driving, working, making decisions, and they report feeling fine. That's because the part of the brain most damaged by sleep loss, the prefrontal cortex, is also the part responsible for self-assessment. You lose the ability to accurately judge how impaired you are. The downstream effects reach further than most people realize. A landmark study tracking 10,308 British civil servants over 25 years found that sleeping 6 hours or less per night was associated with a 30% higher risk of death from all causes. Short sleep duration is independently linked to type 2 diabetes through disrupted insulin sensitivity, cardiovascular disease through elevated inflammatory markers, reduced immune function. Natural killer cell activity drops by 70% after 1 night of 4 hours of sleep. And increased cancer risk. The WHO classified night shift work as a probable carcinogen in 2007. Here's what the research actually recommends. 3 findings that hold up across the literature. First, temperature matters more than most people realize. Your core body temperature needs to drop approximately 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate sleep. A cool room, between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, accelerates this process. A warm bath an hour before bed paradoxically helps, because it draws blood to the surface and causes rapid core cooling afterward. Second, consistency outperforms duration. Going to bed and waking at the same time every day, including weekends, anchors your circadian rhythm. Research consistently shows that irregular sleep timing causes metabolic disruption independent of total sleep hours. Third, you cannot catch up on sleep. This one is hard to accept. A 2019 study in Current Biology showed that people who tried to recover lost weekday sleep on weekends still showed persistent metabolic damage, increased caloric intake, disrupted insulin response, weight gain compared to those who maintained consistent sleep throughout the week. The debt accumulates. The recovery is incomplete. The glymphatic system doesn't negotiate. It runs during deep sleep, or it doesn't run at all. The question isn't whether you can afford to sleep. It's whether you can afford not to. If you found this useful, the next video covers what chronically poor sleep does to your metabolism and why the standard advice about fixing it is mostly wrong.